Hey Scruffy, how you doing? You hungry? So we're about 20 minutes early. Yeah? So I saw you saw me an hour ago. So you probably wanted dinner early, huh? I had to finish making my dinner and make your dinner and finish some chores. So we're still early. I saw you're hanging around the yard all day too. I guess that means you're ready for dinner, huh? Yeah, okay, I'll bring it out. So you have hearty cuts with grilled chicken and beef. Okay, so put that on the table. Okay, put water. It's hot, and close the screen instead of the door. Okay, so I'm gonna change the water. That was a little higher pitch than usual. Okay. Oops. Can you put your water in? Okay. So, okay, get up and sit in the chair, okay? Okay. Been having a really rough day. And by day, I mean starting from last night after dinner. So, see, first I needed to do some laundry. And one of the things I wanted to wash was this mat I use in the bathroom for the shower. And they put it in through the laundry before, through the washing machine before, so I didn't really think much about it. It's supposed to be washing machine safe. But this, so I washed it, and then partway through the cycle, the machine aired out and stopped everything. And so I took a look, and the rug had disintegrated. So there's like a rubber bottom on the mat, I guess, to prevent slipping. And that rubber coating completely disintegrated. So it broke up into tiny little pieces, like, I don't know what, like little oats, like an oatmeal, except smaller. So there are all these little tiny crumbs of rubber that have scattered everywhere. And then on top of that, the weaving of the rug mat, the little threads of the carpet in the mat came apart, and so those were floating free in the washing machine as well. And of course, they clogged up the entire machine. And it was a big giant mess because the machine couldn't drain anymore because the the mat had basically clogged the whole system. And so the water was also really nasty because, you know, the laundry was kind of dirty. And then I guess the detergent was also in there, so it's kind of strong, so I'm trying to work with it. It's kind of hard to breathe. And so I was trying to figure out how to get the machine working again. So there is a filter at the bottom of the washing machine. It's actually, I guess, designed, it's kind of like a lint trap for the washing machine. So it's actually designed to basically try to catch debris like this, though I don't think they intended or expected something this disastrous. So I had to open the thing up. First you have to drain it from the water. There's a little hose you have to pull out and then let it flow into like a container. I got both feet up there for that. And because it was so backed up, it took a really long time to drain. And I don't have a pan that's low enough to collect that much water, so I had to keep dumping the pan or the little cup I had, every little bit. So it took a really long time to drain. Then I finally got to the filter and opened it up. And yeah, the filter was definitely full of threads and that rubber. And unfortunately, it looks like the threads got past the filter deeper into the machine. And so I found there were threads sticking through another section of the machine, as if it either came, I'm not sure if it came from the machine or was trying to go out, but it was lodged in there. I was trying to get a pair of pliers or needle nose pliers so I could try to pull it, and it's really stuck in there. So I had a really bad night trying to clean that machine out, and then today I did more loads of laundry trying to test the machine. Oh, also last night, the last thing I did with the machine was I put it into its tub cleaning cycle. So there is a special mode you're supposed to run about once a month to clean the tub. I think it's also supposed to deal with like lime scale and other issues, but it uses really hot water and a special cleaning cycle. So I was hoping that the cleaning cycle might help flush some of the crap out of the system, and maybe the hot water would help that. And there was actually a lot of debris still stuck in the tub as well, so that needed to get pushed through the system still. And then I had to clean the filter again because there was just so much stuff in there. It jammed up the system again. This time not as bad, so I was hopeful that the machine would still be okay and I didn't just ruin a very expensive washing machine putting in a crappy carpet or a mat that, even though it was technically, rated for it, I probably just should have erred on the side of caution and said, screw it. So I'm really unhappy about that. But I ran some loads of laundry today. It's starting to look a little better. Though the very last load I ran, I'm not sure if it was a problem or just human error, but I thought I started the machine, and then I came back in an hour and the machine had stalled, but it didn't indicate any error. It was as if I had actually never started the machine. But usually the indicator looks different if I start the machine. So for instance, this actually told me how many minutes were left in the cycle, and if I had not started the machine, it would not tell me how many minutes were left in the cycle because I hadn't picked the cycle yet. So I'm kind of confused, but I hit the resume or start button and it did finish, so I don't know. So you ready for your food, Scruffy? So I think you're about ready. You're still into the neck rub. Do one more? Okay. Okay, let's get your food. So that was the first problem. Second problem was the dishwasher. So I think this was the end of the night. I was about to go to sleep. And I was going to start the dishwasher, run it overnight. And through the kitchen window, I actually noticed Scruffy was sleeping on the table. This, I think, is the first time I've seen him sleeping on the table at night in a really long time. He could be doing it more often, and I just don't see him because it's so dark. But I happened to see him, and he actually saw me. He didn't seem too happy to see me, but at the same time, he didn't jump off the table. So he was facing the other direction, and he just recurled up, tried to ignore me. So I didn't want to disturb him, so I was just going to start the dishwasher. So I didn't want to disturb Scruffy. I don't know how loud or how much noise can go through the wall. But I was trying to be, quiet and gentle, and I was closing the machine very delicately because I didn't want to rattle a whole bunch of dishes and make a bunch of thumping noises that might cause Scruffy to, run in terror and interrupt his sleep. And then, as I was gently closing the dishwasher door, there was a big snap, very loud snapping noise, and I think the door spring broke. I don't know for sure, but that's my best guess at the moment. And yes, the door doesn't feel right when I open it, especially all the way, and it does feel a little heavier. I am wondering if there are two springs on the door, so only one of them broke, so that's why it doesn't feel as heavy as I think it should feel. But so I'm not a happy camper. So unlike the washing machine, which was self-inflicted wound, this one was not my fault. I'm not blaming myself for this one. I was being gentle. I wasn't being hard on the machine. I wasn't doing anything that was unreasonable, and it just snapped. And I did a quick look on the internet about how to repair these things. Seems like it might be something I can do myself, but it looks like it's kind of a pain in the butt, and the actual replacement of the spring doesn't look that hard. The hard part is you have to disassemble a bunch of things to get access to the spring, and that's the more scary part, because so the first thing they say is make sure you cut the power. So that already is like a warning flag. It's like, okay, am I going to electrocute myself? Is it that dangerous? Okay, I can cut the power. Then what? Then you need to disconnect all the hoses, because you got to yank the machine out. And so now I'm thinking, oh gee, if I break the seals and the gaskets are corroded, or if I do some damage there when I try to put it back together, I can now be creating leaks. that I didn't have before, and could be creating another mess. So I've had some major plumbing problems in the past, so I'm a little sensitive to these things. And then you may have to do some adjustments to basically be able to pull out the dishwasher so you can get to the springs. So most of the hard part seems to be disassembling the thing just so you can work on it, and not the actual replacement of the spring itself. And so I'm thinking about it. I did read something that some brands of dishwashers may be easier to replace the spring than others, and mine might be one of them, but I need to look deeper into that, because it's probably not just the brand, but it's probably also a model number as well. So I gotta do some homework on that. And then today I decided I needed to go grocery shopping. So I'm almost out of my soup and I need to make another batch. So I need to get a bunch of ingredients. But then I discovered my car battery is completely drained. So I don't think I've driven it in a week. I thought since I drove it a week ago, it'd be okay, but I guess I just haven't been driving it enough in general, so battery didn't hold. So I'm having a bad day. So anyway, I guess that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.